The downtown skyline and the starting group for the Spurs. DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Jackson against Lyles. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Forbes.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Now here's Valanciunas. Justice Winslow missing his last shot.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. Murray against Winslow. Up top to DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Lyles. That shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. Down low. Valanciunas. And that one is good.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Grizzlies with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morant passes to Jackson. To the paint, Valanciunas.
Smother indeed. Something Aldridge can give you, especially in certain matchups.
DeRozan finds Murray. Misses from short range. Jackson with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Now here's Morant for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Murray, the pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge left side. It's Morant with the drive. He shoots again, and there's the pass to Winslow. Here's Brooks. Back to Winslow. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Brooks. Kicks to Winslow. Right side Jackson. 5 to shoot. Goes up with it again. The shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Left side, DeRozan. Lyles with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Murray. They could use a bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
Now, here's DeRozan. White dishes to Pirtle. To the wing on the left. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Mills. Jones in the post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Belinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so Jones nails both of them. San Antonio trailing here. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. White, good. Jones with it. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's Mills. Inside. Gay passes to Purtle. It's stolen by Jones. It's tipped. Gay kicks to Belinelli. Gay outside. Pass to Purtle. The shot's good.
Really nice work. Purtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Right side, Jones. Clark, great positioning on the putback. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Belinelli. Jakob Poeltl out there with White. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. Back to Poeltl. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Anderson passes to Gutterich. Anderson against Gay. Anderson outside. Clock at 6. Gutterich, the pass to Clark. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. Clark, the pass to Melton. Tips it, and Clark is right there. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Outside, Walker. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hit the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go." Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Jones drives in. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Wiles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Murray with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Murray kicks to Wiles. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Grizzlies shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Jackson passes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant against Murray. It's stolen by Wiles. And a fast break now for the Spurs. DeRozan leading the charge. And the rejection. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
Wiles passes to Forbes, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Brooks finds Jackson. All alone. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Wiles passes to Aldridge. To the inside, DeRozan, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
Morant on the follow.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential.
Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a play!
Unbelievable. Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
Morant is just to Valanciunas. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Forbes. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Winslow's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant looking around. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Right side Aldridge. Shot from 12. Doesn't go that time. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Aldridge against Morant. And there it is for him.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Morant. Shot clock at 6, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For San Antonio, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
So both teams making some changes here. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan, converting through contact. Absolutely terrific.
That's good from DeRozan.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Gay kicks to DeRozan. A minute 42 left in the third. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from DeRozan. Pirtle's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio. Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Kicks it out to Gay. Dishes it to Pirtle. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
DeRozan dishes to Pirtle. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mills passes to Pirtle. To the middle. Here's White. Count that bucket. And now a 7-point San Antonio lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Jones. That one falls. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And finished off by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
Down low, here's Gay, and he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now Jones, 10 points for him. Rutteridge, the pass to Valanciunas. High post shot. Tips it, but no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Grizzlies trail by 9. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Pirtle. Then there's Belinelli. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 1. Outside, Jones. Charity stripe shot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Walker dishes to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Walker the pass to Belinelli. Here's Aldridge. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Aldridge has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Morant left side. Here's Jang. A rebound by the Spurs.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Belinelli. Aldridge kicks to Belinelli. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Belinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Spurs leading by 14. There's the pass to Lyles. To the paint. Poked away. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. From deep. Walker. Rebound by Jang.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Lonnie Walker.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
And again, San Antonio turns it over. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Brooks gets it to go.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
The kick out to Aldridge. Passes it to Murray. Aldridge with it. Back to Murray. 3-pointer. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. Morant with it. Pass to Winslow. Brooks with it. Now here's Morant. DeRozan defending. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
But they get it back. Outside for Murray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Brooks. And they pick up 2. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Forbes the pass to Lyles. No good again that time.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
The offensive rebound. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Fires the 3. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments. DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that huge shot.
Morant dishes to Jang. Out to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
DeRozan finds Aldridge. John Morant grabs the rebound. To take the lead. Got it!
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. And this is what superstars do. LaMarcus rises to the challenge with the game on the line.
And it's over. It came down to this one play, and the defense held its ground. What a play! Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Spurs taking up. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA DH.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2.
Yeah, the awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
Aldridge against Favors. Here's Lyles. The shot misses, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Williamson in the post. Lyles there, and it's Williamson missing. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
They get it back, and that one's good by Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
The kick out to Aldridge. Back to Forbes. Holiday with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. He's got a clear path. Here is Forbes, guarded by Holiday. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Williamson. And here comes the break. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, back to the basket, sometimes more facing up is Aldridge. He excels right there down in the painted area.
Now the pass to Lyles. Here is Forbes, guarded by Holiday. Aldridge, the pass to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's DeRozan with the drive. Fires it up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's White in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. Out to White. Pass to Poeltl. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. You know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Outside, Redick from downtown. And the Pelicans miss again. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And look at Poeltl effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Will it go? And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Ingram.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Poeltl. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Poeltl's got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And 1:01 left to play in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rosen dishes to White.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Belinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Murray. The Pelicans also changing it up. Jackson Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Yep, that one goes in there.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Belinelli. Back to Mills. He kicks it to Belinelli. 6 to shoot. The feed to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
It's Redick on the wing. Passes it to Okafor. Outside, Redick. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trouble.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Williamson out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3. Here's Hayes. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Walker finds Mills. Back to Walker. Now Mills. Stolen by Holiday. Here's the break. Hayes with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Basket counts.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Right side Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
A different look now for San Antonio. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. And a change for the Pelicans. Favors is checked in. And Belinelli kicks to Forbes. The pass to Aldridge. The dish to Walker. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Belinelli. And Murray subbed in for Walker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Nelly is checked in for Zion Williamson. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. You just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram passes to Favors. Outside for Redick. Ingram dishes to Favors. Tries from 7. And Pirtle sends it back. Pass to Murray. Right side to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Pass to Favors. Outside for Jackson. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
White is checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Pirtle. Back to White. The pass to Lyles. And the shot goes down. Lyles got his first points of the game.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Offline with his 3. Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. White with it, now guarded by Ingram. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Frank Jackson. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. He dishes it to Murray. Pass to Pirtle. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing. Okafor, the pass to Ingram. Back to Okafor. It's stolen by DeRozan. And so we conclude the first half. Spurs.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... What a start for Jakob Poeltl. He had 10 points and 1 block. And Shaq, what... And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from Jakob Poeltl in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Inside, Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Kicks it out to Williamson. He feeds it to Favors. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Stolen by Ball. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Deflects the pass. Down low. And the dunk by Williamson.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And Hart subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Back to DeRozan. Feeds it to Aldridge. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Aldridge has got 10.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Belinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills.
Well, you combine the power with Zion's ability to float and be coordinated, and defenders are going to struggle to contain him on the drive.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
Nelly is checked in for Jackson Hayes.
Checking in.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here is Pirtle. 10 points for him. And now the Pelicans on the break. Redick with it. He's picked up by Walker. Pass the ball. Here's Melly. White covering. Melly passes to Okafor. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pelicans trail by 4. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Okafor, the pass to Melly. Takes a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Walker. And the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's ball. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back. And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Spurs out in front, up 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Hart is out there with Ingram, and it's Favors in at the 5 spot. It's good. Murray's got his first 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
That's tipped on the wing. Holiday. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Back to Holiday. The feed to Favors. For Murray. Outside for Redick. Shot clock at 5. Nice move.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The first free throw is good.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for White. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Chalk up 2 there.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. And Forbes kicks to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Lyles. Here is Forbes. From beyond the arc and then some. Forbes has got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Here's Aldridge. That shot off. Holiday with the defensive effort. Right side, Redick. Kicks it out to Williamson. Drops in the tray. Williamson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. Dishes it to Forbes. The pass to Lyles. He feeds it to DeRozan. And stolen by Favors. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Back to Redick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. And yes, it's good. Williamson's got 5 points now this quarter.
These are the kind of indications that the league is worried about if you're an opponent, and you love it if you're on his team. Zion taking over and doing damage.
In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
The thing is, with these long strides of his, it's very difficult to defend Aldridge when he puts the ball on the floor.
Williamson double team. Outside for Redick. Williamson dishes to Redick for Murray. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
DeRozan surveying the D. Back to Aldridge. Now the pass to Lyles. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Spurs.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, looking back on all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
The wide open look here for Holiday. From outside, off the mark. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Favors with the ball. On the wing, Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yes.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Williamson finds Ball. And here's Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Ball against Morant. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ingram dishes the ball. Here's Williamson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Well, yes, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. If he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the lane.
And finished off by Morant.
If you're Morant and you want to be a star point in the NBA, you have to score off the pick and roll sets.
It's Ingram on the wing. Favors against Valanciunas. Ingram kicks to Favors. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Memphis moving it around. Morant against Ball. Back to Morant. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Has closer in, Morant finding a way to score. And he has fantastic touch around the team.
Shooting foul as, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Jackson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Tries from the block. Clark trying to get open. And there's the play by Anderson inside.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Hart. The feed to Hayes. Back to Hart. Shot from 16. No good off the back of the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Clark. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Hayes. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
On the wing, Winslow. Jones looking for an opening over Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside, Redick passes it to Melli. Here's Hart, defended by Jones. Here's Hayes. That one drops for him.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Here's Gutteridge. To the middle. Here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Okafor is checked in for Hayes. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Zhang comes in for Anderson, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Justice Winslow. Now here's Redick. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Oh, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. He's out there with Jackson, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Here's Melli. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. The pass to Melli. This is to Okafor. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And the shot goes in.
And, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Now here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Okafor. Not going to go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And he goes big with the top right over John Morant.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
Brooks finds Jackson. Morant outside. Pelicans with the rebound. It's deflected. Redick with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Williamson. And it's Melton with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And he gets the bucket. 6 points for John Morant.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now, the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market, with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
To the left wing. Back to Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Jackson. Kyle Anderson, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Winslow comes in for Milton. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Now here's Ingram. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Favors. And he makes good on the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Brooks outside. Valanciunas finds Morant. And here's Valanciunas. He's covered by Favors. From inside. No good from Valanciunas. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hayes has got 6.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And too long on the shot.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Holiday gets the bucket.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the rejection by Favors.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Out to Ingram. Back to Favors.
Strength and physicality. Brooks.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and it's Memphis out in front at the half. And Shaq, a team that used to be known for its... And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Ingram. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Ingram on the wing. Feeds it to Favors. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Morant against Williamson. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 8-point game.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Melli is checked in for the Pelicans. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. 90 seconds now into the second half. Clark, the pass to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Stolen by Ball. Outside Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Both free throws good from Holiday. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Jones. And stolen by Williamson. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 8. And here is Ball. No points in the game yet for him. Holiday against Jang. The kick out to Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
On the wing, Winslow. Back to Jones. Pocket 6. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Melli. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. Now, here's Redick. Here's Okafor. And the rejection by Jang. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Kicks it out to Jones. Jackson with it. Working on Hayes. Jackson misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. The shot by Redick, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Jackson passes to Jones. Back to Jackson. A special move before the shot. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
The Pelicans shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Redick surveying the D. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's Hayes. He's got 6. Off with the layup. Here's Gutteridge, and he dunks it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Redick for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Redick's got 5 points so far.
Oh, I mean, the main weapon in Redick's arsenal, he's out here to shoot it from deep, and he does that well.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Ball dishes to Favors. Over Valanciunas. Favors can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Morant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hayes the pass to Favors. Hayes trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Favors can't get it to go.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Morant finds Valanciunas, and that one good.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for Ball. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
And here is Brooks after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. And that one, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the paint, stolen by Brooks. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Winslow's running.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. Williamson left side. Back to Ingram. Shoots over Winslow. The kick out to Holiday. Redick dishes to Favors. Over Valanciunas. Favors can't get it to go.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Back to Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Here's Morant. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Over Holiday. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Valanciunas.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, blending that power with quickness. Favors provides his team with some solid interior scoring.
Morant, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Winslow against Ingram. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Williamson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Grizzlies.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Valanciunas.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Ball against Morant. Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. Out to Ingram. Ball against Morant. Williamson dishes to Favors. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So it's the Grizzlies now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Jang. Back to Morant. From deep three-point range, off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sport. DA, it's on.
Hey, Kevin, you may
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Aldridge. And Forbes kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Aldridge has got the first points up on the board for the Spurs.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. To the inside, Jackson banked in off the glass.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count it, good.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Jackson against Murray. And there's the pass to Lyles. Murray against Jackson. Murray, the pass to Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Winslow. Here's Morant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive.
Now here's Valanciunas. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to...
Oh, what a dunk!
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
Morant drives in. Jackson dishes to Morant. And stolen by Murray. And they're running. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable, an all-around player with a bright future.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on him.
And here's Morant. He's got 6. Down low. Jang the pass to Morant. He gets that one. Morant's got 8.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Gay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
It's his first trip to the line. Both good from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Morant passes to Melton. Right wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Inside. Jang, no luck. Spurs leading by 4. That's good from Gay on the assist by Mills.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Melton feeling it out a bit. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's the Spurs. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
You've got Derek White. Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Belinelli. And it's Walker in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And there's the feed to Gay. Clark against Gay. Clark kicks to Zhang. Pass to Jones. He feeds it to Clark. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Spurs. 4-point game.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
The Grizzlies shooting well. 50% from the floor.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Jones. Rebound San Antonio. Fast break. Here we go. And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Going end to end. You see the speed of Jang, but also the ability to finish under control.
Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Belinelli. And Murray's subbed in for White. Valanciunas with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Melton. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Jackson trying to break free. Some solid defense from Gay. Walker with it. Jones covering. That shot is off. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Melton. Guarded by Walker. No good with the layup. Spurs leading by 4. And the dunk by Walker.
A nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. Shoots over DeRozan. A nice shot by Gutteridge. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the middle. Here's Gutteridge. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Jones after the basket by San Antonio. For 3. They get the rebound. Valanciunas kicks it out to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Here's Valanciunas, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Morant with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Forbes dishes to Belinelli. Lyles inside. Jackson on him. Lyles no good. Passes it to Winslow. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Winslow's got his first points in this one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Winslow, and stolen by Murray. Here's the break. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, how about how vertical DeRozan gets? Robs the defense of a chance to contest, and the bench, they are absolutely loving that.
Here's Morant. He's got 10. Misses the three. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Morant missing.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Aldridge, and the pass to Lyons. Outside for Murray. DeRozan against Winslow. To the paint. Here's Lyles. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here we go, one-on-one. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Winslow. And it's 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Lyles no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
A putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. That ties it up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Morant left side. Jackson kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Valanciunas. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's DeRozan. 14 points for him. Poked loose. Lyles passes to Aldridge. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Winslow against DeRozan, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Some changes for Memphis. And White kicks to Mills. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Here's Melton. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jones, the pass to Jang. Right side, Jones. Jang. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Cleaning up around the rim. Jang with the size and work ethic to make these plays.
Okay, that's good. Here's Melton. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clark against Gay. Here's Jang. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jang's got 8.
So Jang has developed a pretty good outside shot. This is where you want him operating, in the painted area.
Belinelli finds Pirtle. Belinelli with it. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Spurs up 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Belinelli, and it's Mills, and it's White in at the 2. Morant left side. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Clark kicks to Morant. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper.
Out to White. Feeds to Poeltl. White left side. Just 4 to shoot. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Anderson finds Clark. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. It's intercepted. Morant outside. The feed now to Anderson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Oh, and here comes Gay all alone. And finished off by Gay.
Gay is sneaky now. He'll leak out to find his spot. You've got to be aware of where he is.
Morant outside. To the inside. And stolen by Gay. White the pass to Gay. And the shot is good. Gay's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Grizzlies making a switch here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins's message to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. A second chance effort. Morant with another miss.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Murray, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Back to Winslow, and stolen by Aldridge. Stolen by Winslow. One-on-one here. Here's Brooks. Memphis moving it around. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the second free throw, good. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant passes to Brooks. Morant dishes to Jackson. Over Murray. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jackson.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And then Morant slams it in.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Pass to Wiles. Now Jackson. Brooks the pass to Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Jackson. Kicks to Winslow. Murray against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so it can make him hard to guard, especially from this area.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
On the wing, DeRozan. Pass to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. Here's Lyles. He kicks it to Forbes. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Morant against Murray. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of neat to see Aldridge take on more of a leadership role. He's somebody the younger guys can look up to.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of best. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
New Orleans. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Miles out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Williamson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once Zion refines his post moves, develops the right hand, I don't know how you're going to defend him.
Miles no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Here's Aldridge, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. It's tipped. There's the pass to Holiday. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Back to Williamson. Clock at 6. The kick out to Holiday. Lets it go. Rebound San Antonio. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Holiday trying to free himself up. Favors can't get it to go. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
And so Murray nails both of them. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bucket is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Forbes dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Holiday, the pass to Ball. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. Favors can't get it to go. Out to Ingram. On the wing, Holiday. Left side Favors. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Lyles. In the dunk by Lyles.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Holiday finds Ball. Favors with the ball. Pulls up. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Spurs trail by 6. Lyles passes to DeRozan. Back to Lyles. Murray outside. Rosen dishes to Forbes. Outside for Murray. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Aldridge, good.
This is his wheelhouse. LaMarcus Aldridge, unstoppable from mid-range.
Down low, here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Taken away by Holiday. With 1 on the clock.
A good defensive position by Aldridge. Veteran play. He really affected that shot.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Belinelli. And it's Mills in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Back to Hayes. 4 on the clock. Up again. Spurs trail by 4. Here's White. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Redick passes to Hayes. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Mills passes to Pirtle.
Really like the work inside from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. Mills finds Pirtle. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jahlil Okafor.
Pirtle showing a little speed and some handles on that drive.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Mills has got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs. Pass to Melly. They get a hand on it. Hart the pass to Melly. Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Okafor. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, And he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Okafor following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside, Redick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Jackson. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. DeRozan comes in for Marco Belinelli. Here's Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
Veteran move by DeRozan. Anticipates, causes the turnover, then sends him off to the races.
Here's Williamson. That one's not going to go. Gay with the defensive effort. Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Redick after Rudy Gay's bucket. And J.J. Redick good for three. Redick's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And that's tough to guard. Redick, not just a stationary threat, he can do it on the move as well.
Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got 6 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Holiday goes in. Passes to Hart. Inside. Okafor kicks to Redick. Back to Okafor. Redick against DeRozan. The shot by Redick, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Spurs passing it around. Murray finds Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Over Okafor. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
80 million reasons why Aldridge is able to do this. Living up to his contract and one.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. Here's Ball. White with the defensive effort.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Right side, DeRozan. Stolen by Ball. Here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. He's got 8.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They've got a 3-point lead. Can he get... And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there with Etuan Moore, and it's Favors in at the 5. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Here's Moore, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge to the left side wing. Here's Williamson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Power and control from Zion. He's able to find a shot despite the foul.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early. I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Belinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for DeJounte Murray. And that one drops for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
They get it back. Belinelli. Knocked away. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
In addition to his post moves and mid-range touch, Favors also takes it strong to the cup.
Now here's Belinelli. No points in the game yet for him. Dishes it to Forbes. Belinelli against Ingram. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Shot clock at 3. The 3 from Mills. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Ball. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Mills. Aldridge kicks to Belinelli. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 12.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Ingram passes to Moore. Right side Favors. Moore inside, covered by Lyons. Moore with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 1. To the paint. And here we go. Williamson heading. Oh, that was something else.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
They double him with Williamson. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. The putback. And staying with the play, Ingram.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Belinelli. He can't get that one to fall. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Hayes. Over to Rosen. The shot's good from Hayes. 6 points for him.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Gay passes to Purtle. Kicks it out to Gay. Outside, White. Back to Gay. On the wing to Rosen. 5 on the clock. Here's Purtle. That one wide left. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Jackson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans. DeRozan passes to Purtle. Kicks it out to Gay. Hayes with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to Melly. Purtle with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. DeRozan leading the charge.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Jackson down low. And it's sent back by White. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Derek White. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Now here is Holiday. And Okafor with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Now here is Holiday. Redick with the three. DeRozan with the rebound. Spurs trail by 9. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Derek shows the ability to run the floor. His coaches will appreciate that effort.
The drive by Redick. Now the feed to Okafor. Back to Redick. The kick out to Holiday. High arcing shot. Murray with the defensive effort. For San Antonio, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's White missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Hayes. To the inside. Puts it up. Okafor gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Okafor will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Redick. Zion Williamson comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Ingram in for Hart. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
That one goes. Count it.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Okafor dishes to Favors. Back to Okafor. Feeds it to Favors. Drops in the layup for 2. Favors has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. New Orleans moving it around.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Knocked loose and stolen by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New Orleans.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jrue Holiday.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Williamson outside. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And good that time.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Medu. Walker the pass to Zeller. And Okafor with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so here is New Orleans. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Walker against Williamson. From past the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. In transition, here come the Spurs. Walker leading the charge. Mills dishes to Walker. And Mills kicks to Walker. And another turnover here by San Antonio. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Here's Favors. Crafty move. Misses the layup. It's Morant with the drive. Good D by Williamson.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball kicks to Holiday. It's rebounded by Memphis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Williamson. And he goes big with a dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
3 on 3. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. And both free throws good for Williamson.
Well, Zion's part of a very exclusive club, a player who comes into the league as a clear #1 pick. A lot of responsibilities on his shoulder to turn the franchise around into a consistent championship caliber competitor.
And counted the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Ingram. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Jones dishes to Valanciunas. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Stolen away. Jones with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Clark. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones. A three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Williamson. And Hayes subbed in for Nicolo Melli. Redick for three. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Jackson passes to Hayes. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Anderson kicks to Clark. Anderson, the second chance points on the tip in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Hayes dishes to Jackson. Passes it to Hayes. It's picked off. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He totaled 14 points.
Venom.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And it's Morant missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Hart the pass to Hayes. Dishes it to Okafor. Lays it up and banks it in. Okafor's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that sideshow bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Clock at 4. It's another look. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Jackson kicks to Okafor. There's the dish to Ball. Back to Okafor. Outside for Jackson. There's the feed to Okafor. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Over Okafor. And it's blocked. Outside Jackson from 6 feet. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis trailing here. Ahead for the finish, and the dunk by Jackson.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. unfortunately, that didn't transpire. But that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Justice Winslow comes in for Milton. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Williamson's checked in. That one goes in.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Ball against Morant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from Morant.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
To the wing right side. Here's Williamson. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Morant trying. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team.
Here's Valanciunas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Williamson. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jahlil Okafor.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
And here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ball kicks to Okafor. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Hart. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Here's Valanciunas, and the shot is long. And now the Pelicans on the break. Jackson's got the ball. And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 20 points and 2. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. Ingram right side. From 13. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Jackson misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Morant against Ball. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. And that one is off. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Valanciunas gets a hand on it. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And contact on. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Holiday, no one around him. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Morant passes to Valanciunas for the lead. Outside for Jackson. Now the pass to Brooks. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And Holiday throws it down.
Lonzo's instincts on the defensive end paying off there. Just able to stay long and get that steal to start the break.
Morant surveying the D. And finished off by Morant.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. New Orleans also making some changes. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Jones in the post, covered by Redick. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Over Jang. He can't hit that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jones drives in. Melton. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Jang. Lays it up off the glass. Jang's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the wide open shot from Redick. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Holiday attacking. Here's Favors. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
And Memphis making a change here. Gutterich is checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Jones kicks to Anderson. Jackson against Jones. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Good on the second free throw.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 1. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Clark. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones looking for an opening. And he uses the glass on the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Let's go. Hayes, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Melton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
First team foul.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Tyus Jones. And a change for the Pelicans. Ball's checked in for Josh Hart. Redick. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Henderson, kicks it to Winslow. Here's Melton. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the inside. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And the shot goes in. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Ball dishes to Hayes. Melly passes to Hayes, and it goes down 2 points.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Here's Melton, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Morant. He feeds it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Ball. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Williamson.
Big time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
Memphis leading. Now Morant. Inside, Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Williamson, the pass to Melly. Williamson in the post. Jackson on him, and that one's good. Williamson.
Well, these are the kind of indications that the league is worried about if you're an opponent, and you love it if you're on his team. Zion taking over and doing damage.
Jackson misses. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth to take the lead. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Morant outside.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work. Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Ball finds Hayes. Over Valanciunas. Hayes, no good. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Count it!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Morant outside. It's in!
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Here's Williamson. Valanciunas grabs the board. Got a piece of it. Morant against Redick. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Morant outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out.